Yeah. Oh, okay. Because I don't see you on.
Good morning, Dean Roll. Rayon here.
Okay. All right, Rayon, our masters of ceremony. Okay, we were waiting for you. Thank you so much. We will get started. We know others are coming on from across the pond as well as on the campus, but in deference to your time and our featured keynote speakers time, we're going to get started now that our senior, Mr. Ray Primo, is here. I just want to tell you that Mr. Primo has been with us in the Computer Information Systems Department. He has been very active in many of our events. He was our Dean's List speaker, speaking to his colleagues uh, at the college who were all superior students, and he himself is a superior student. He's represented us in many competitions. He has been a winner of several competitions, and we're just so pleased as one of our graduating seniors. He is going to be your host and MC for this senior brunch. So, Leon, take over.
Oh, okay, good morning. How are we doing this morning?
Morning.
Just fine. Just fine.
Hey, Rayon, nice.
There you go.
Hey, Dr. Trump, how are you?
Awesome, wonderful.
Okay, so let's proceed.
There we go.
Okay, how are you? Is the audio good? Okay. Mr. Ford, good morning. How are you?
Just fine. Just fine. Are you related to Shemroy?
I don't believe so.
Okay, no, I had a student named Shemroy Primo, but that's okay. Obviously not related. Okay.
So let's move with the order of things. Okay, please bear with me while I get this thing. So it goes. Okay, so let's move on to the blessing of the meal.
Let us pray.
Let us pray.
Yes, let us pray. Dear God, thank you for
Father,
today
this
to
is
celebrate with our faculty, our students, our colleagues, their friends and family. Thank you for the food that we will break together, break bread together. And thank you for all that you have done to bring us together for this moment. Amen.
Amen. Now that we now that we've blessed our meals, let's remember the Mac family lost due to COVID.
Professor Fox. He was a superior faculty member in the Department of Accounting. There are many accounting students and alumni who remember Professor Fox and others who we lost during COVID-19. So we'll take a moment. can continue.
Okay, so now we're about to head into at this point in the program, we'll be hearing from our guest speaker, Jennifer Jones Austin. Um, well, as many of you know, Miss Austin is a fourth generation leader of faith and justice, social justice, child and family advocate, thought leader, public speaker, and nonprofit chief executive officer. Jennifer Jones Austin fights for equity. As CEO of FPWA, she leads poverty fighting, policy, and advocacy efforts to strengthen and empower the disenfranchised and marginalized communities. Jennifer is a sought after leader who appears regularly on television and radio and at community events, faith gatherings, and professional convening. She guest hosts the nationally syndicated record radio program, Keeping It Real with Reverend Al Sharpton, and the cable program, Brooklyn Savvy. Jennifer was born and raised in New York City. Let's have some fun.
I like that. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I congratulate all of you, graduates and faculty and staff, all of you who've come together, through the years and have made this possible for the graduates. I can't help but think that, a few years ago, you imagined this moment, that this milestone in your life was possible. You imagined yourself in class. You imagined yourself taking exams and passing them, maybe barely passing them. I know that was my college experience, but nonetheless, you imagined yourself passing them. Uh, you imagined it all. You imagined obtaining your bachelor's degree and then it was all within your reach. And it was. You did it. You imagined, and that imagination inspired your success. Michael Jordan, who some, are fans of, and maybe some not so much, but I'm a fan of his. I remember once hearing that when he was asked if he ever thought about not making a basket before releasing the ball, that he replied, "Why would I think about missing a shot I haven't yet taken? Why would I think about missing a shot I haven't yet taken?" Jordan said he always imagined himself making the shot, and his imagination inspired his success. Just like Mike, your ability to imagine inspired your success. And just like Mike, your imagination, coupled with drive and hard work, has ensured it. Maybe late in the midnight hours as you fought off fatigue and sleep, or even in the evenings as you dragged yourself from work to class or class to work, or just heading home, you imagined yourself being done with your last undergraduate class, done with your last final paper and exam. And the thought of being done propelled you forward, drove you to do the work. With every paper that you turned in and every final exam you took, you knew you were one step closer, and so you kept going. And soon enough, you were done. Done. You're a college grad. It's wonderful. And I'm sure it feels wonderful. Although we have to admit that it probably doesn't feel exactly, probably not exactly the way that you imagined it would be. How could it in this COVID induced moment that has challenged our people and our communities more than others? How could it in this moment when we are once again eerily, painfully, deathly reminded that racism and hatred is ever present, and that for some, our very existence is intimidating and threatening to the point where they are quick to move without justification and without provocation to take our lives and strip us of our freedoms? Celebrating your success in the midst of loss, in the midst of societal distress, may be, and it may feel awkward, but you must, we must celebrate you nonetheless. COVID has taken away many of the traditions and rituals that are a part of graduation. But the good news is that COVID can't take away the fact that you're graduating. It can't take away your achievements. It can't take away your joy and the joy your loved ones feel for you. And it won't take away your future, because it doesn't have that power. It doesn't have your power. You will not give it any of your power. Remember, your ability to imagine inspires your success, and your imagination, coupled with your drive and your hard work, ensures it, excuse me. That, graduates, is the essence of your power. And the moment that you give any of it away to someone or something, you lose it. As you now step forward in the world with your earned degree and all the knowledge you've acquired in this COVID-induced economic downturn, it may prove challenging to secure your dream job or the promotion or the pay raise you've been anticipating would come with your degree. But don't be dismayed, don't be deterred, because in addition to completing college and acquiring book knowledge, you've learned how strong you are, that you possess the power to do great things. As you step forward, remember, always remember, to walk in your power. Years ago, almost 15 to be exact, I landed a new position as a senior vice president at one of the largest nonprofits in the country. I was excited about the opportunity because my role was to oversee the investment of hundreds of millions of dollars in programs for some of our city's most challenged communities. Well, after just a few months of being on the job, I learned that there were some women who were talking about me. They were saying that I walk in my power. And hearing this, I became concerned. Walk in my power. What does that mean? Are they saying I'm arrogant, that I'm title driven? Are they saying that I think that I'm more important than others? I was thrown by their words because I couldn't imagine what would make them think this about me. I really didn't see myself in this way. And so anybody who knows me, Dr. Ford knows me, would have a good sense of how I responded. I've never shied away from the fierce conversation. And so I approached them and I calmly and firmly said, so I hear you're talking about me. I hear you're saying I walk in my power. What does that mean? Well, the response that they gave me has stayed with me, and I'm going to do my best to never lose it because it's profoundly impacted me in my life. Here's what they said. To walk in your power is to move with a sense of purpose and determination given you by God. To act as though you're on assignment from Him to do the work He's called you to do. And from that day forward, I haven't stopped walking in my power. I haven't stopped imagining the change I wish to see in the world, and that has driven me to do more, to be more. Becoming a CEO, I imagined it, and so I drove hard, and I did the work, and I made it happen. Authoring a book, I imagined it, drove hard, did the work, and I made it happen. Becoming a radio show host, imagined it, drove hard, did the work, and I made it happen. Being the change I wish to see, I'm imagining it, I'm driving hard, and I'm doing the work. Always determined to make it happen. As you step forward, crossing over from college student to college grad, pressing on to your next set of goals, remember to walk in your power. At all times, keep imagining, keep dreaming, keep focusing on what you desire to achieve for yourself, for your family, and for your community, leaving no one behind. Keep imagining yourself getting that job or that promotion or becoming that entrepreneur. Imagine it is possible. Getting another degree. Imagine it's happening. Becoming COO, CFO, CAO, CIO, CEO. Imagine you can. All you have to do is believe it is possible and keep doing what you've been doing. Let your imagination continue to inspire your success. Drive hard, and do the work. For if you do, you will most definitely succeed. In the words of the children's author, Dr. Seuss, 100% guaranteed. Happy graduation. Enjoy this moment. And don't ever pause to take a good selfie. Enjoy it.
Thank you. Thank you, Jennifer. That was a wonderful speech. Now we're moving on to our brunch review.
So you mean to tell me that there's no one having a little brunch snack during the brunch salute to graduates? I have my juice in my brunch glass for my day drinking for brunch. Cheers, graduates.
Thank you.
Finish eating breakfast, and I'm drinking water.
Well, good for you.
That's a lot.
Of our program, Rayon.
Okay, so the next thing on our program would be Crystal Minez, our valedictorian, will be having a speech from Crystal.
Yes, Crystal was able to be here, so I'm going to attempt to play her speech. Let me cue it up. Crystal is diligently working, and but she still wanted to share her remarks with the college. 1 second, let me just try to cue her up. Give me a second. Crystal cannot be with us today because she is actually working, but she is our valedictorian, and she is, I believe, what did she get her degree in, Dr. Roll?
Business administration. She's a business administration major.
So let me share my screen with you, and you can hear her. Are you able to hear her?
No, we are not able to hear her.
Pause it. Let me try the sound on another. Well, let me come back while I try to work on the sound. I do apologize.
So the next thing on our list is the Shark Tank or the elevator pitch announcements.
Nero, you're muted.
Can we hold that a little bit longer? I know a few more contestants are on their way, and would hate to miss this part of it. Are are any of the chairs here? Maybe we can do that part. Uh, or what else is next on the program?
The salute to graduates by chairpersons.
Okay, I know we have Professor Lamaco here. I'm not sure if Professor An is here. Professor Crump is here. Professor Price from PA is here. So we will go to the faculty that's here from the department. Can you say a few words to the graduates? Then we'll go back to the valedictorian, and then we will come to the announcement.
Okay.
So if Professor Trump will lead for business administration, followed by Lamaco or R, followed by Price and any other faculty that's representing their departments.
Hi, everybody. My name is Micah Crump, and I'm the Deputy Chair of Business Administration. And I bring you greetings and welcome on behalf of Dr. John Flatso, who's your chair. And so we're very, very proud of you. You guys have joined an elite group of MEC people. We got to see from a really nice keynote speaker some really nice nuggets. I hope you take them and move on. So just very, very proud of you. Don't forget us. After, I know you're not thinking about grad school right now, but when you are, come on back and we have some nice grad school agreements. And so just keep it moving, and we're just so proud of you. So thank you again on behalf of Dr. John Flatso and the entire department. Congratulations.
Okay, Professor Lamaco, Professor Price, Professor Ford, all of those faculty members are in the house. Anyone queue up next?
Okay, this is Professor Lamaco. It's always very sad to see that our kids, and I always believe that all my students, my kids, they leave us because we spend a lot of time with them, we work together, and I always remember all my students who graduated for many years ago. I still communicate with them. Some students ask me to help them to start with new business that they finally open because they need somebody who can help them. And I always ask my near graduate students to join my previous graduate students. So it's very important. I already mentioned that after graduation, it's very important to remember that everybody who took classes with you and work with any project together, it will be your friends, it will be your helpers forever. And anytime, if you need our help, especially if you need my help, I always welcome. Contact me, email me, and I will always help you. So congratulations with your first step. And you have to remember that especially in information technology, this is only the first step. Each year you have to study something new because information technology changes so rapidly that sometimes it's very difficult to follow and you have to work very, very hard to achieve the highest level in your actually not only education, but in your job, in your new life. Congratulations.
Well, good morning. I think he's done. So good morning. This is Professor Price from Public Administration Department. My colleagues, Professor Ford is here. So I'd just like to take this time to congratulate you all for sort of achieving a goal that you put forth. You know, sometimes goals are very difficult to achieve, but you were persistent, you hung in there, which says a lot about you. Many of you worked and you had, and you were able to take care of your responsibilities. You had family. So I wouldn't take light of this. I wouldn't take this very lightly, this achievement that you achieved today. And so on behalf of the Public Administration Department, I salute you and wish you the very best. And as Professor Crump said, but please reach back out to us because we will continue this relationship. We're always going to be a part of your life. And so let us know how we can help.
Professor Ford, do you have a few words for the graduates?
Sure. First of all, and yeah, as the colleague Dr. Price was saying, and all of our faculty colleagues, and of course you heard from Jennifer Jones Austin, it's okay to take a moment to celebrate. What you have achieved is something that many people do not do, even when they try to do it. And you both tried to do it and succeeded. And so that is just so very important. And you should recognize that quality in yourself. It's important to know, because if you can succeed, since you know you can succeed at what you tried to do, now the next thing is to take another step and succeed at that. And that's really what life is about: continuing to succeed, continuing to proceed, and continuing to get better every day. There's no question that whatever you imagine that you can do, you can do. There's also no question that without that imagination, you may do all right, but you didn't go to college to do all right. Okay, you went to college to be as great as you can be. And that is what we hope, that is what we expect of you, because we know that's what you expect of yourself, to be great. And so these have been very difficult times in so many different ways. Obviously, the pandemic is just part of it. The explosions that we've seen across the country over the last several days lets us all know we're in very, very precarious times. But in precarious times, there's also opportunities for great change and great positive change. And you are destined to be a part of that. So make sure that that happens. So again, congratulations, class of 2020. It's certainly been a pleasure to be a part of the faculty of the school, of the college, of which you will always be a part of. And we'll look forward to continuing to see you as members of our extended but very important family. All the best.
So is the video ready? Yes, great.
Chantal, we can't hear you. Your speaker's off.
Able to hear her? Let me try one more thing.
It looks like her microphone is muted.
Okay, can you hear me? We're going to do a quick pivot. I see in the audience is one of the judges for the competition. I'm going to ask Professor Snipes. He's the only judge that's here, and we have 5 of them, to say a little bit about the competition and the judging. And while he's doing that, Professor Crump, Micah Crump, does not know this. I'm going to ask Professor Crump to cue up the top 3 pitches, and he knows what I mean. And so when he talks through, because we are going to have some time, when he talks through the numbers, he should be able to also show you the pitch, because we are running ahead of schedule. So Professor Crump, while you're queuing up, so I know we're doing this dynamically. So we want you to.
We queued up.
So, okay, good. We are so proud of our students. Our students did a wonderful job. They had 1 minute to tell you either about who they are or what they wanted to pitch for their business. And so since we are running way ahead of time, we're going to share that with you. But Professor Snipes, I want you to unmute yourself and tell the audience what you experienced when you judge the competition. There were 5 judges, and when Professor Crump comes on, he'll tell you about the 5 judges. But Professor Snipes is the lead entrepreneurship faculty member at BMCC, and he was one of our 5 judges. Well, actually, we had 6, one in absenteeism. So, Professor Snipes, are you ready to go?
Well, I am always ready. Whenever you ask me to come on and work with your students, I'm so excited to be here. The work that the students put into these pitches was amazing. I enjoyed every single one of them for different reasons because I knew there'd be tons of variety. The great thing about BMCC is we have tons of students that continue on to Medgar Evers. So to see the students coming out of Medgar Evers with these pitches inspired me even more. And reminded me to tell my students about Medgar Evers and the possibilities that you have at your college here. Each one of those students really stepped up. I really enjoyed it too, because a lot of the pitches were about business ideas. Some of the business ideas were further along than others. And I hope you guys also had a chance to forward on some of my comments to the students about their work and about their pitches. Some of the things that are there made me wonder, holy cow, our future is really bright thanks to the students that have been part of this competition. And I look forward to seeing many more of these pitches in the future too. So my best wishes to all the students who have done their work. A few of the standouts really for me were along the lines of how people were taking their passions and digging into what that means for them, and then coming up with an idea that really connected back to their communities. So many of the ideas connected back to their communities. And then the personal pitches that I saw just made me go, wow, there's career opportunities for these students. Some of the students for their pitches, I was like, wow, you should put that up right now on LinkedIn. You're going to get hired tomorrow. Because you really had it together. The way that you presented yourself, the way you talked about your skills, all those pieces really stood out for me. So I wanted to say a big round of applause to all of you guys who had done the pitching and had offered this up to us as judges. I'm excited to see what your futures are hold for you. And thank you again, everybody. Congratulations on finishing what is a really challenging semester. And you're stepping out into a world that's totally transformed, and you can help with that transformation. So good luck.
Thank you very much, Professor Snipes. Okay, if we will hold the video for the last Rayon, and now we're going to turn the mic over to Professor Crump to tell you about this wonderful competition we held earlier in the week and the wonderful students and alumni who competed and represent Medgar very well.
Thank you, Dean Roll. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen now. And now, okay, there we are. All right, so yeah, so first of all, I'm trying to get that thing up. Okay, there we are. So yes, it was a really wonderful competition. X number of people submitted. There were 11 finalists, and so we had the competition, and now we know the results, and I'd like to share them with you. Also want to thank our sponsor, who was gracious enough to provide cash prizes for our contestants. I want to thank our judges, which you heard from, who was Professor Snipes, and he also served as a judge on March 9th, right before we closed down the campus. And Dean Rowe, did you want to mention or say a word about the other judges right now?
Yeah, I just want them to know that the judges that judged this competition, it was 5 of them. Professor Snipes, Professor Casato from Kenyatta University. She runs the incubator there. She's done a lot of work with our students. Our students have done a lot of work with her. Nia Rock, who's on our industry advisory board, who's done a lot of work with us. She was one of the advisors. Terrence Biggs, who is an alum of 1983. So we had alum, industry, and academic. Valerie Beal had indicated she would judge, but there was something that came up in the end. And Erastus from Startup Africa, our good old friend who was a judge during the March 9th event, came and assisted us again to make sure that we had 5 judges. So contestants, when you get your ranking, you will know it's not 1, it's not 2, it's not 3, it's 5 judges, and also none were makers. So there is no bias at all in this judging. And I was surprised, and I'm hoping that you will be surprised and pleased as well at the outcomes. Back to you, Mike.
Thank you, Dean Rowe. Really appreciate that. Yes. So, okay. So everybody, I'm going to start off by first sharing who the 4th place winners were. And so drum roll. And they are Evans Prosper, Ross O'Meal Morgan, Rowan Fernall, Miriam Kazim, and Concessa Joseph LeConte. So they won 4th place, so we really appreciate them. They had some really nice business pictures, and one day time will allow us to let everybody see. So congratulations, 4th place winners. Now, Dean Rowe, I'm proud to present that 3rd place was occupied by a sole contestant, and that contestant, sorry, Christian Waterman. Y'all, we got to give Christian Waterman some love. Sorry, Christian, I'm so sorry for leaving you off of it. Yep. So he did a really nice hip hop piece, and y'all got to check it out, because his is in response to what we see going on across the world with, some of the violence and the underlying pain and issues. And so he definitely addressed that. So anyway, 3rd place, so occupied by Melissa Smith. And her business was remote diagnostics. And so she identified a real patent that's going to help save lives. Y'all have to check it out. And I believe that when Professor Snipes was just talking, he might have been speaking of just that. Now, Dean Rowe and everybody else, that leaves the remaining contestants are Fatima Akhter, and she did B Garden, which stands for Brooklyn Backyard Garden. There was also Ms. Alexander Dennis, and she did Avila Cosmetics. And, one of our freshmen, her name is Ms. Kamita Gordon, and she did Breaking Barriers, Inc. And then one of our sophomores, who was also the MC of the event, his name is Jeremiah Stout, he did COVID Cuts. So we're looking at 1st and 2nd place. So how did it pan out? Let's see. Ladies and gentlemen, drum roll. And boom. That right there is the what you're looking at is 2nd place. So please give some love and congratulations to them. So they won 2nd place. And then now, of course, that leaves 1st place, as you see. And 1st place are our freshmen and sophomores. And so there they are. So that was the voting outcome. And we're so proud of them, and we're so proud of all of them. And we want to keep moving and keep doing what they do. Now, Dean Rowe asked me to cue up some a little bit of what they're doing. So let's do that. So Dean Rowe, I'm going to play 4. Is 4 videos sufficient?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay, so everybody, this is Avila, and this is an entrepreneur. She does a lot of pop-up shop events. I hope that you follow, come on board. And one thing I know is that people love using her makeup because they say it lasts. Somebody that y'all have heard from even used that makeup, and she says it stays on all day. But I'll let that one tell you for herself. So here we go.
My name is Alexandra Dennis. I am the owner of Avala All Natural Skin, Hair, Beard, and Home Essentials Company, currently located in Brooklyn, New York. A product that we are going to be launching is an all-natural cosmetic line. It will include products that have the same pop of color and quality that people are used to, but all natural. I find that the market is definitely missing. This is something that people definitely want. Given the option when it comes to makeup, people select what they can. But if given an all-natural alternative, people are more willing to accept that. So we're currently launching with a beautiful purple, a copper, we have a blue, and we have a pink. And the quality of these lip glosses are amazing. For example, this red is definitely a red that women will love to wear. It has the same amount of oomph as usual lip gloss, and it's super hydrating because we use all natural products that get absorbed right into your skin, and there are no downsides to this. This is something that women are definitely looking for. So even in an environment where you have the Fenty and you have the Maybelline, this is something that people are definitely willing to spend money on. And we're gonna call it Pop of Color by Avala.
Nice, 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 nice. Okay, so that was our $750 winner, I believe. Okay, that was a second place, $750. And also sharing second place for an additional $750 is Bee Garden. So let's see.
Hi, my name is Fatima Akhtar. I'm a little startup and a senior CIC student at Midgar Rivers College. The world is facing its worst time with global warming, pandemic, food crisis. Backyard gardening can be the solution to reduce carbon footprint, air, and noise pollution. A garden can provide fresh fruit and oxygen, which is the essential thing to survive, being happy and safe. My idea is to convert all the New York City backyard into a garden with maximum uses of the space. I will use an auto watering system and recycle product to minimize the cost and maintenance effort. Bee Garden website will provide all the information to the client. I am here to help to make the world green and healthy.
Okay, so great. So that was really awesome. We love that idea. So timely. I have a dog, and I've been trying to figure out what kind of food is she gonna put on the bottom? Because y'all know what our dogs do. But anyway, we'll work that out offline. So anyway, so this right here is Miss Kamitsa Gordon, Breaking Barriers.
Hello, judges. Did you know Blacks hold only 1.3% of top positions of major 500 companies, and only 1 in 30 hold C-suite positions? Of the 500 CEOs, only 4 are Blacks, and none are women. In spite of 10% of all college graduates being Black, this is a major problem. And adding to that, only 16% of whites in corporate America realize that this is a problem. It's no surprise 40% of millennials feel unfairly treated in corporate world. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Kimita Gordon, and my company, Breaking Barriers, Inc., has created a lucrative solution to address this problem. We have provided executive trainings and coaching to rising Black scholars who are in college. We anticipate achieving a yearly revenue of $750,000 and a net profit of $100,000. So today we seek a $300,000 investment in exchange for 30% equity stakes in our company. So please join Breaking Barrier Inc. as we do just that, breaking barriers that are long overdue. Thank you.
Awesome, awesome. So y'all see that was really nice, and that was the first place contestant who won $1,000 for that pitch, and so that was really awesome. And also that contestant also encouraged others to do it, so she was a thought leader. And just like this guy right here, he's a thought leader as well. And so we're very proud of our MEC people. So let's listen to Jeremiah Stout, who also won first place for $1,000, and here's his pitch.
Today, a vast majority of people have fallen victim to bad haircuts. Spouses and wives doing numbers on your heads, y'all are scaring the bejesus out of people, and the world is no longer a beautiful place. But I have managed to single-handedly eradicate this problem. My name is Jeremiah Stout, and I am the CEO and founder of COVID Cuts. This app allows you to reach out to hair care professionals within 5 miles of your region and have them come to the comfort of your home to attend to all your hair care needs. Safety is our primary concern, and our secondary concern is how you look during this pandemic. pandemic. Ladies and gentlemen, we provide a lucrative solution to this problem. Our company provides services so safe that it's contraceptive to all its customers at an affordable price. In about 2 years, we project to have over $300,000 in revenue, generating $50,000 profit over the same time period. Today, we seek an equity investment of $200,000 in exchange for 20% equity stake. Please join us in our efforts to make your relationship safe and last, and make the world a beautiful place again. Download the COVID Cuts app and follow me on Instagram at COVIDcuts_101. Thank you. Today, a vast majority.
Okay, so I'm just I don't know. I just got to see this one again. Let's see, where was that right there? No, me and Michelle don't talk no more. Okay, so that was it. So that, as I turn it back over to Dean Rhodes, just want to say these are freshmen and sophomore, and let's see, where are you guys at? Okay, stop sharing.
So that's to let you know we have a lot of talent in the freshman, the sophomore class. We're looking for a lot out of them in the future. And we're so proud of our current graduating class. Raymond, as a member of the graduating class, do you have any words to share, any encouragements, it's your show. Unmute.
Sorry. I would just like to take this moment to thank everyone, thank my MEC family, especially the members within the School of Business, Dr. Crump, Dr. Price, Rockwell, Dean Roll, Dr. Lamoko, Dr. Ann, the leads, Dr. Robotham, he was my professor. Being a part of Medgar has truly changed the trajectory of my life. It has helped me to realize my potential. Well, actually, I've known my potential, but it's helped me to break barriers. Now that I can say I'm more diverse with some of the events that I've participated with Medgar. Prior to Medgar, I had no idea of the dishes within Haiti, the dishes from Nigeria, the various events on campus. I had the opportunity to taste Haitian dishes, Nigerian dishes, Jamaican food, and that's one of the things that I've admired the most is the diversity. I have, being a part of Medgar, I have friends from, or should I say family from all walks of life. I have Haitian friends, Nigerian, Jamaican, Trinidadian, Guyanese, Americans. I even have a friend from China. It's phenomenal. The population, the things that you can learn from each culture. It's shocking to see that certain things that we would bypass within one culture may be a taboo for another culture. With that being said, I would just like to say thank you to everyone.
Okay, wonderful. I see. I see Professor Blair is on. She's the chair of public administration. We are moving way ahead of schedule. Professor Blair, do you have a few words for the graduating seniors?
Well, good afternoon. It just turned noon. I just want to once again say congratulations. For those of you in the School of Business who I've taught, it's been an honor to be your professor. I will miss you. I always say that you are going to be competing with other institutions, students in other institutions, and students from foreign countries who decide to stay in New York City to gain employment. Let me just say you are just as prepared as they are, if not better prepared. Those of you who were in my 390 class, you're going to write rings and circles around Columbia students. So don't be afraid of this new normal. You are well prepared. Go out and lead and let your voices be heard. Congratulations.
Thank you, Professor Blair. Now, I'm going to put one or two alumni on the spot. So if you are an alumni and you know who you are. I'm going to ask you to give a few words to the new Cougar graduates. So, first up is Anisha Jessup, accounting major of 2 years ago. Yeah, she's smiling. Yeah, I want you to say something to your graduates.
Hi, everyone. I just want to congratulate everyone. I know for me, it was like a long journey. So congratulations to everyone. Just keep pushing forward. I hope many of you are going to like continue on to grad school. Just know that whatever you put your mind to with determination, you can achieve anything that you want to accomplish. Thank you.
Okay, you heard from an accounting major who is doing well in her field now to let you know she's prepared. So I'm going to call now on Patricia Johnson. She is a business administration major. She is also gone on to achieve her MBA. And Patricia, I'm putting you on the spot now. I hope you got something to say.
And congratulations to the class of 2020. Or maybe I can take this off now. Congratulations to you all, and all the best to you in the future. The future is wide out there for you. You have all the opportunities. Reach for the stars. Never limit yourself and think that you cannot do something. We all have the best of the training that we have, background from Medgar Evers, and have faith in yourself, have confidence in yourself, and continue pushing. Go ahead, do the MBA. I did it. And I'm also looking to do the PhD. So you have all that in front of you. Go brave, have confidence in yourself, and do what you got to do. Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
Wonderful. So you heard from someone who went into the industry, that's in accounting, and she's doing well in accounting. And then you heard from someone who went to graduate school and planned to do more in graduate school. Now, I just got a note on my phone that Mec is on the line. I don't see you, but Mec, if you're on the line, let them hear some noise from you. You're a CIS no, he was a CS graduate. Yeah, Mec is from a whole different school. Mec, are you on the line? He sent me a note that he was on the line. I don't see him.
Might be one of those call-in users. I know sometimes they have a hard time.
Yeah, he might be calling because he texted me and said I'm on the line.
Well, are you trying to unmute on your phone if you're calling?
Hello, I saw your.
Can you talk? He says he's not on mute. Can't talk?
Yeah, I'm talking, but I don't know if you guys can hear me.
We hear you. We hear you now.
Oh,
we hear
you guys can hear me.
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Oh, how you guys doing? Congratulations on graduating 2020. Crazy year, but you know, that just adds more to the legacy of your graduation. So I guess take that with stride. I guess just an introduction. My name's Makana Myers. Graduated from Medgar Evers College, a bachelor's in computer science. Currently working as a lead developer with CNBC. So, you know, that's just kind of, you know, been my path so far. As for you guys, I just kind of
Mac, I want you to tell them some of your entrepreneurial experience. Yes, you was in science and text, but we claiming you too. Tell them a little bit about that.
Okay, yeah. So when I was at Medgar, a team of us, we came together to create a social media site called Cranium Social, where we were connecting students with professionals in fields of interest. We created, like, we did a lot in that particular sector, came up against some huge walls, got over a couple hurdles, but then realized that we needed to develop our skills a lot more. So we kind of tried to take that onto the next level. I went on into doing consultant. work for
I
variety.
want you to mention the pitch. I want you to mention the pitch competition because that's key. We got some freshmen and sophomores just like you who won right out the back. So talk a little bit about that.
Are they already pitching against Columbia? Did I hear that? Hello?
Oh, yeah, I want you to talk about who you pitched against and how your pitching experience went to help you.
Okay, yeah. So we had a variety of different pitches. We definitely pitched at let's see, I did Student Dream. That was the first one I started with. I actually did pitch against some students that went to Columbia, some Ivy League students. I also did the Black Hackathon. And actually in the Student Dream one, I think I took third place, and it was out of 20 something different students from a variety of different colleges. That really kind of opened up into a world of just public speaking and learning how to develop and execute and present ideas and just businesses in all types of form. It helps me every day in my work now, constantly having to do pitches on particular technical implementations, things like that. Also, just in regular life, whenever I come up with an idea or I have something, say, for instance, I want to go to a bank and get a loan, putting together a business plan, that's a skill that I have now that I can utilize. So, more of the time, it's just you get restricted by your imagination and not so much by the systems of society, just by learning and putting yourself out there. So if I had to say how that affected me, also we did Smart Pitch. We also went out to do, which was the one in Albany? I can't remember the name at the moment, but that was a big one involving all the students.
I'm going to tell them. Hold it. You're doing great, but let me tell them because I am proud of this. This was our first time. We went up to the New York State competition in Albany. We took a team of students, and we won everything in the region, in the New York City region. So we had 2 or 3 teams going up, and MEC was at the head of that. So that's the one that was New York State and Albany. Oh, I should update you. We started a trend. There are 2 young ladies who won the New York #1 in the city, and they are now following in your footsteps. They're going up to Albany to represent and compete for Medgar Evers. So we are still in the business.
Congratulations. Yeah, definitely. That's the new mega trend. I think the whole legacies that we kind of really want to leave behind is that regardless of what school we came from, we can compete with any of them and the best of them, which I've been in the circles of a lot of Ivy League students, and I've never felt like I was struggling behind in any way. And I just want you guys to take that with you as you go out in the world. Don't feel as though that there is any limits. It's literally the only limits that you place on yourself. So as you come up with ideas, and as you come up with passions, go into them full-heartedly, and don't feel as though there's any reason you should hold back, because there's no barrier out there that you can't overcome that they can overcome. You know what I mean? It's really just about your approach to it and how much you believe in yourself and that you can achieve it. If that's what I had to leave you guys with,
And now Mac, I'm going to put you on the spot. There are 2 other young men who were in your crew. They both have separate businesses, and actually everyone from that group has moved on and done some wonderful things. Just talk about 2 of your partners, all Brooklyn born and bred.
Okay, yeah. So I mean, my team was with me mainly Army Ferrul and Akeem Clerge. Both of them going on to do great things. Army just graduated with degree in business administration, working currently, I believe, on a photography business right now. Been working also in music video industries. I know he did some videos with Fat Joe. He did some videos with what was his name? I can't. So many of these new rappers out. But yeah, he's currently in the working with doing photography and doing videos in that particular industry. Akeem has been working doing real estate. Currently as a Navy officer, serving our country. And so, kind of everybody's just been moving forward, utilizing the skills that they learn and actually and just implanting them in their lives to achieve great things.
Okay, I can't let you go unless you talk about your partner in crime, Natalie. Is she around? If she's not, tell us about her business, because she won, I believe, 2nd or 3rd place in the March 9th competition.
Yeah, Natalie, she's a soldier. She's a winner. She's a killer. That's my love with her. That's my partner. Every day we're fighting together to achieve great things. You know her business, Nat Cole's Crochet Factory. She's constantly working on it. I mean, she's literally a one like machine factory herself. So, you know, if you guys are interested, definitely go check her out on Instagram at on Another Stitch. She's constantly making new creations. It's amazing if you see her collection there. She's, you know, it's literally like, if I had to say like what's the purest, you know, business mindset I've seen, I'd say she's one of them. She just constantly gets up every day with the one focus on her mind is that to just, you know, create a legacy and build a great business. So, you know, that's kind of, you know, just to know that, you know, there are people out there that are striving that hard so that you don't have to feel as though, you know, you don't have to go as hard as you feel as whatever you're passionate about. And it doesn't really, it's all about what's important to you. So, you know, that's, yeah, there's just, you know, everybody out there just trying to achieve, you know, the best that life has to offer.
Excellent. And thank you so much for coming in and encouraging our graduates. I just want you to know, yes, go ahead.
Mac has one more person who's less than 5 feet that he needs to mention too.
Yes, he must.
Mac?
I mean, yeah.
The little baby entrepreneur who comes up, Mac, and holds the table in and sells out a product.
I mean, man, we have such a team of We just have such a team of soldiers. You know, she's following her mother's footsteps. She's currently been creating earrings, selling those. I mean, she's like, what, 10 years old, turning 11 in about a month right now. Birthday's coming up. And, you know, she's just already, you know, kind of had that entrepreneurial spirit already infused in her. And, you know, that's kind of just great to see because that's the generation coming up behind us. And that's, you know, seeing it in action, the legacy and the type of passions you're leaving behind. To create the future that's coming behind us is just, you know, just an inspiring thing to see. And I mean, you know, that's literally, I say just the message there is just as you're living life, you know, you just really find what your passion is. And as young as 10, if you could really even find that and you could really just, you know, create a livable future off of that. If you just, you know, put in some of the work and just put in some of the exploration and you'll get there, you know?
Outstanding. And Professor Crump, I would be remiss if you don't mention the little 5 or 6 year old who participated in the competition on Wednesday, even though she isn't getting a prize. We should give her a mention. You should do that.
Yes, everybody. So yes, there's a little 6-year-old. Her name is Emiko Reed, and she's the daughter of Professor Alicia Reed. And so she came to MEC one day, Medgar Evers College one evening, and Ron Johnson was up there encouraging the audience to come up there. So nobody would come up there and do an impromptu pitch. She raised her hand and said, I want to do one. And she went up there and she said, hey, everybody, we got lemonade and we got vitamins, but we don't have lemonade and vitamins. So therefore, my business, so she came up with that idea. She still wants to do it. And then she was on this call. And she was very happy. She pitched the same thing the other night, too. So it was really wonderful. And so, yep. So, yeah, I think we're inspired things. And she got to see Mec, the little girl that, well, the little young lady that Mec was just describing. She got that little young lady inspired a 6-year-old. So big things are going on here at Mec, and we love it to death.
Yeah, you know, Samaya and her, like they connected. I mean, you know, it's just great to see that connection happening at an early age, and you know, just the future and the possibilities that holds. I mean, it's just, yeah, definitely amazing.
Yes, and Miss Reed even threw the gauntlet down. She said, "I will be joining MEC." She said, "I came and I met you. I met so many nice people, and I will be coming to school." So, you know, that's so wonderful that you hear that kind of encouragement and enthusiasm from such a young person. So before we close out, I would be remiss if I didn't give our wonderful team of the School of Business Dean's Office an opportunity to congratulate the graduates and to give them some encouragement as well. So we're going to start with Miss Roxanne, and Miss Raquel can follow. You all should be prepared. We've been doing this all week.
Congratulations, graduates. You have no idea how proud we are of you. The Dean's office is always going to be the backbone and the support to you, no matter where you are, reach out. I know the Dean, Raquel, and I but all will do anything for you whenever you need. So please don't forget to come back and visit. And we'll also be looking you up from time to time as well. So congratulations, and I hope week was inspiring and that you got some relief from the current times that we're living through. So congratulations again.
Congratulations. I appreciate all of you that have come out this week to support one another, to support the events that were produced by the Dean's Office in the School of Business. I give congratulations to everyone on their wonderful successes over the past several months, and in particular because of the pandemic and all of the work that you have done in the past several years. I congratulate you all. Once again, thank you, and let this be a start of a wonderful summer, albeit different, but let it still be wonderful. Thank you.
Okay, by way of closing, I just want to let each and every one of you, graduates, know and understand the School of Business is proud of you. We're proud of the work that you have done, but we are standing ready to see you become the leaders that we know you have can become. And alumni who have come back to visit us, many of you have been here all week. Terrence Biggs, who is a 1983 alum, almost at the time that Medgar Evers started. He said it started in 1977 and he was here in 83. They were some of the first graduating class. He applauded you. He let you know how proud he was of you and that he will continue to serve you. I think a couple of you last night asked him if he was willing to do a master class in coaching, which is some of the work that he does now. And he said yes. We're going to try and bring him back, as well as some of the others who did some workshops for you on professional development, on etiquette over the internet, since now you're going to be doing a lot more etiquette, a lot more over the internet. And we just want you to know that this is not the end of a relationship with your alma mater, but this is the beginning of a relationship with your career as you go forward. So as the Dean of the School of Business, I want to let you know that it has been our pleasure to serve you, and that we plan to continue to serve you in the future. And if no one else has anything else to say, and I don't want you to leave here and say that you didn't have an opportunity to say anything, but if no one else have anything to say, I will dismiss us. So I am throwing the floor open to you, graduates. Do any one of you have anything to say to your fellow graduates, alumni, or the faculty that's here? The floor is open. Okay, I take that as a no.
Okay. Hello. Hello, Dean Roll. Hi. I'm a graduate, and I have to say this. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I remember when I just got there the first time, and you were greeting us as newcomers, and I remember you saying to me that so I'll definitely see you in 2020. And my response was, yes, you definitely will. But my thoughts was, what? 4 years now? That's a long time. But I thank you for that. I thank you that was an inspiration. That means I have to see it. And now we are here. So I just say thank you to all of you who has been a part of this journey. Has been hard, has been long, has been rough, especially this last semester has been very rough. But I got through it. I can say I got through it, and I'm now graduating. So I thank you. I thank all of you, all the professors. Oh my gosh, I miss Professor Fox. I had 3 classes with him this semester, but it was good. I mean, yeah, good that you laugh, but you know, I remember his input impacted your life just as the others did. So I'm just saying thank you, and to all my graduates here, I can see some of them online here. I'm just saying congratulations to you all. We did it. We did it, and we did, and we must, you know, push forward. This is just the beginning. So I'm saying thank you again.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. And I am so happy that after, yes, we are so happy. I am happy for many of you who I saw come in, and now I see you leaving. I've often said the happiest time for me is not necessarily Christmas; it's graduation day when I see all those dreams come true. I have asked Professor Acevedo, who is with us from Chile. Are you able to speak, Professor Acevedo? Uh, uh, I know I've seen you in the chat. Yes. Can you say a few words?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you from Chile. Come on, talk to the people.
It is a long way, actually. Well, I would like to congratulate you as usual. And also, I have the best memories of Megaiva College, the School of Business. I have seen some new faces and some faces when I was there, I think 2 or 3 times in my life. I would like to come back. I think you are doing a great job. Your students are very committed to what they are doing. This is something I would like very much my students to see that what you are doing in the USA, especially in Mega College, and to show them. So I just wonder if we can have some of the materials here in Chile and to promote that and to show that to the students that I think everybody needs. And you have shown your experience, your talents, and I do like the team you have at the moment, and therefore I think that it would be absolutely wonderful for us to have some material and to continue with this kind of regular contact with you all. And I want to say something very simple. I wish everybody the very best in their life. And I do love people, and I think that people are the very best. So if what you are doing, the role is something spectacular, I know that you are a very close friend of us. We all love you a lot, but you have to understand that we all need that if you can exchange more information with us. Chile is a very small country, full of energy. We are having a lot of problems, but I think we are happy that we have this kind of interaction with Negra Eve College, which is a very, very important college for us. And I get the best memory. I still remember the good time I have there and the people I met. I remember well everybody, and I keep them in my memories. And until the very last second, I will think that Mega Eve College is doing something great, and it will continue to do that. Well, thank you very much indeed to everybody. And please don't forget to invite me if you can to whatever opportunity you may have to offer to us. And thank you very much, and to take care everybody there. Bye.
Thank you, Professor Acevedo. Professor Acevedo is a physicist. He has been at a couple of institutions, and we have followed him. We have been working with him at several different institutions. We went and did a visit when we did a study abroad with a group of, I'd say, 6 or 7 students. I'm not sure Arlette is on the line, but she was one of the students that went over to Chile. I'm going to put Professor Crump on the spot again to talk about a new initiative that he's working on, an international initiative. And that's because Professor Acevedo brought up the desire to do more collaboration and connection with Medgar. And Professor Crump is working on something that goes across several international institutions. You want to say a little bit about that, Professor Crump?
Sure. All right. So real briefly, we're in the process of having conversations with lots of different people, and we're trying to organize a business plan competition that has quickly, hopefully by this summer, over the summer, that has like maybe 5 or 10 teams. Each team is configured with a person from Medgar Evers College and some people from some other campuses, primarily in the world. So in places like Chile, Nigeria, Kenya, and so forth. And so we had conversations with a lot of different people representing a lot of countries, and they actually want to do it. I met with 2 people at Howard University. They're very, very excited, and they want to help provide resources for this. So it's about to happen. And I guess that's it in a nutshell. I could talk about constraints another time, but that's it in a nutshell.
Okay, so the point is that we are expanding our efforts and to collaborate, to encourage each other, to work with each other both at the faculty level and the student level. As a closeout, because we weren't able to bring on the valedictorian, I want you to know that this is not the first year, but this is the second year consecutively that the valedictorian, the person with the highest GPA, has come out of the School of Business. Last year, it was an accounting graduate, and this year is a business administration graduate. So that's to let you know that the School of Business has leadership in developing excellence in those who move out and achieve in the academic way and then go on to be superstars in their career. So is there anything else is there anything else that anyone else would like to say before I adjourn our meeting of celebrating the 2020 graduates of the School of Business of Medgar Evers College? Can you tell I'm proud of you?
I'd like to give a shout out to Rayon Primo for being a really good MC.
Yes, Rayon, you did it. You did it. You brought us home. Let's give him a hand. And this is to let you know this is not his first appearance, but this is his second appearance. He did a wonderful speech for the Dean's List ceremony. And when we asked him to be the MC for the brunch, the graduation brunch, he signed up to do it again. No questions asked, no nothing. And he came and he did an outstanding job. So we are proud of you and everything you do as you go forward.
Dean Ray, he also organized, he got together, did some leadership and got about 10 students from MEC that were going to go to Chicago, I think it was. And so he did some really nice leadership. Plus he's the, I forgot his position at MEC. Ray, you got to tell him real quickly.
Yeah, you tell us what you did.
So it was the HBCU Battle of the Brains competition. Unfortunately, because of the COVID, the competition was canceled or it was postponed. But how I think we still have our stipend. The stipend should still apply to MEC with a new team. Apart from being the president of the business club, I'm part of SG as a junior class rep, as well as the IT coordinator for NSLS. And a volunteer to the STEP program.
Okay, because we didn't get to go, but tell them what you guys had prepared for the competition. We got a lot of folks that are very competitive here in Brooklyn. They like to win. In fact, Arlette is not here, but we had a team for the HP competition last year or the year before last. And they came in third place. And do you know they were so upset with third place that they did not want to compete next year? Third place was not good enough for them. So tell them a little, Rayon, about what you guys had put together for that competition.
So the team had comprised of 5 students, 1 from the CS department and 4 from the business department. Basically, we would have. So the gist of the competition is that it was a surprise. So no one knew what exactly to prepare for. But they told us, oh, okay, you'll be involved preparing business documents, a business pitch, as well as a presentation, as well as a PowerPoint presentation. So that's all we knew. So we were preparing anything around that. We assumed that, okay, since NFL was one of the main sponsors, it was probably being a solution to a problem that NFL is currently facing. So we were looking at the problems within the NFL as in part of race, in part of the amount of owners, minority owners within the league, as compared to the non-minority owners, and the reasons why there are not as many minority owners. Because there have been cases whereby persons within the minority communities attempted to purchase teams. However, for some reason or other, they never got the opportunity to purchase those teams. So we were looking into that, as well as the ways in which technology can increase or better the NFL, better the competition, better the NFL, the ways in which you can use technology to better broadcast or advertise NFL.
Rayon,
yes.
Just to jump in here, you also did something. You organized, you showed that y'all had grit, you competed, you got accepted, you had made a rank. You did all those other things, and I think we for the NFL. I don't care about them, but I care about what you did. And so that's the thing. Y'all got that stuff, that umption, that juice, that drive, and so you handle business. And y'all would have on first place. Y'all would have been pissed off, But anyway, that's it.
Yes, definitely. So.
It's wonderful the way our students compete. I don't know if Mac is still on the phone, but the very first year when we competed for the New York State, we didn't win anything. And I will tell you, they was mad. They was mad. It's like they wanted to put up dukes. And when they came back the next year, they won everything. It's like, you're not gonna just diss us like that. That's what we have in Mega. We have fighters. We have people who are persistent. We have students that won't take no for answer. You can't put them down and expect them to stay down. I mean, the judges from the first year were shocked when they came back, and they had to give them everything. And so that's the Mega students that we have, that we graduate, and they become successful alumni. I want to say thank you to all of you. Now, I never once mentioned who was the donor of the prizes. And that's because the donor insisted to be anonymous. But it's someone who knows Mega students, who loves Mega students, who want to help and support Mega students. And I'm very happy to report we almost gave all that money away. Micah asked me if it was some more left over. I said, And the reason that happened, because this competition was so tight. I told you we had 5 judges. Well, there were 2 exact scores. What are the odds of that? For first place. And there were 2 exact scores for second place. And so, where we thought we might have had a little bit left over so we could do another competition, we got to go look for extra money. So, but that's okay. We want to do whatever it takes to support the students of Medgar Evers College in any way we can, because they are fighters and they are winners, and we are behind them, just like Roxanne, Raquel, Professor Crump, Professor Blair, and all the professors have said today. And we want to thank you for coming out at this celebration, which is your celebration. We want to thank you for participating. And we want to say, we're not going to keep you just because we're trying to get to 1 o'clock. We're going to leave if nobody else got anything else to say, because we tired. Bye, y'all. This meeting is adjourned.
Bye, everyone.
Have a great summer.
You too, everybody. Bye, everybody. Have a great one.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Rob, share.
Um,